Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In this channel, you will find various videos lecture on various topics which are very useful for the preparation of JEE Main, JEE Advanced, NDA, SCRA and other government service examination. So please like, comment and subscribe our channel for more videos and to support our team effort. This is our first lecture, Introduction of Graphs. In this chapter, I will mainly cover the problem solving strategy using the graphical methods. Graphical methods are more easy and less time consuming than the traditional method. This is a brief introduction about myself. I am Satyendra Kumar Pandit. I did my BTech in EC. I did my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering. You can also follow me on the Twitter by this user ID. So without wasting any time, let's start. So here you can see that the function can be divided into the two parts, algebraic and the transcendental function. Algebraic function can furthermore subdivided into polynomial function, rational function, irrational function and piecewise function. Piecewise function may further subdivided into modulus function, signum function, greatest integer function, fractional part function. Here I have written wrong. Here it will be a fractional part function and the last one is a least integer function. Please correct here, fractional part function. And transcendental function can be subdivided into trigonometric function, exponential function, logarithmic or inverse of exponential function, geometrical curves, inverse trigonometric curves. In this tutorial, I will mainly cover the algebraic function or mainly polynomial function, rational function, irrational function, and in later videos I will cover the piecewise function which are most important. So algebraic function. So the first one is the polynomial function. Any function which can be described by this equation is known as polynomial function. That is fx equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus anx to the power n, where n belongs to the all natural numbers and a0, a1, an, which are also called the coefficient of the above equation, are the set of real numbers. So here are some examples of polynomial function. The first one is the identity function. Any function f defined by fx equal to x, where x belongs to the set of all real numbers. That means x can take the values of any real numbers, is known as identity function. So clearly fx equal to x represents a straight line which passes through the origin and makes an angle of 45 degree. Here the slope of this equation y equal to x is 1, that means tan theta equal to 1, that means theta equal to tan inverse of 1, that means theta equal to 45 degree. That means this straight line forms an angle of 45 degree with the positive x-axis. So questions might comes in examination. Find the domain and range of identity function or y equal to x. So how you can find the domain and range of any function? So the domain is mainly for what values of x, y can be defined. So if you will take x equal to 1, then you can find the value of y. X equal to 2, you can find the values of y, or x equal to 7.9, you can find the values of y. For x equal to -1, you can find the value of y. X equal to -3.5, you can take the value, find out the value of y. That means for entire real numbers you can find the values of y. So the domain is entire real number, or similarly range is also the entire real number. What is range? Range is for what value of y you can find the value of x. So for entire real numbers you can find the value of x. This one is the second example of polynomial function fx equal to xs square. This is actually equation of a parabola y equal to xs square. So the parabola looks like this. Here y equal to xs square or fx equal to xs square is an even function. So any even function is symmetrical about the y-axis. That means if we place a mirror on the y-axis, the same reflection can be seen in the second coordinate. That means whatever the curve repeats in the first coordinate, the same curve will be repeating in the second coordinate. So from the graph it is clearly seen that the domain is equal to R. That means for entire real numbers you can, for x can take any value from all the real numbers, and for those value y can be defined. So domain is equal to R. And the range, here range is all the positive real numbers union 0. That means here range is for all positive real numbers including 0. For negative real numbers you cannot find the values of x. Suppose if you will take y equal to -5, that means -5 equal to xs square, or x equal to square root of -5. That means x equal to plus minus 5. That means x is a complex number. So here our restriction is that you can choose the value of y from the entire real numbers, from the set of real numbers. So for negative real numbers you can not find the values of x, or you can find the values of x but those values belongs to the complex number, so you cannot take. So range is all the positive real numbers union 0. That means here you can see from the graph also that for 0 you can get the values of x. So the range is this. Third example of polynomial function are fx equal to x cube. This is a cube function and this is also an odd function. So any odd function is symmetrical about the opposite coordinate, that is the origin. So whatever the graph appears in the first coordinate, same graph will be appear in the third coordinate. From the graph you can easily see that for all the values x can takes each real numbers for which y can be defined. So domain is equal to R or entire real number. Similarly range is also entire real number. So here are some generalization of the previous examples. Fx equal to x to the power 2n, where n belongs to the set of natural numbers. So x to the power 2n is a even number. How you can find fx equal to, if fx equal to f of minus x, this quantity will be equal, then that function is known as a even function. So if you will take minus of x whole to the power 2n, that will yield x to the power 2n. That means fx equal to f of minus x. So fx is an even function. So even function is symmetrical about the y-axis, and this is a graph of, this pink line denotes the graph of y equal to x square, and this black line denotes the graph of y equal to x to the power 4. This is a fx equal to x to the power 2n minus 1. This is an odd function. How you can find fx equal to, if fx equal to minus of f of minus x, if this equation is satisfied, if this equation is satisfied, then the function is called odd function. So any odd function is the graph of all odd function is symmetrical about the opposite coordinate, that is the origin. So that is, whatever the graph will be appeared in the first coordinate, so same graph is appeared in the third coordinate also. So here from the example you can see that. Now the second algebraic function is rational number, which is a most important part. A function obtained by dividing a polynomial function by another polynomial function is rational function. Here px and qx both are polynomial. So if you divide the first polynomial function by another polynomial function, then you will get the rational function. And the domain of rational function is all real numbers, excluding for all values of x such that qx equal to 0. That is, domain belongs to the set of all real number except those point for which the denominator or qx equal to 0. Understood? So this is an example of rational function. The first one is fx equal to 1 by x. This is also called the hyperbola, rectangular hyperbola. This equation also represents the rectangular hyperbola. So this is a odd function. So for the odd function, whatever the graph will be repeated in the first coordinate, the same graph will be repeated in the third coordinate. So here you can see the graph, and from the graph you can easily find the domain and range. So the domain of fx equal to 1 by x is all the real number excluding the 0. That means for 0, x equal to 0, you cannot find the values of y, because if you will take x equal to 0, that means 1 by 0 will be infinity, which is not desirable, or you cannot take, or y cannot assume y equal to infinity. So you have to exclude the 0. So domain is all the real numbers excluding 0. Similarly, the range is also all the real number excluding the 0. So for all the odd function, graph is symmetrical about opposite coordinate. I have also already told the. This is a second example, fx equal to 1 by x square. This is also a rational function, and this is an even function, and the graph of even function is symmetrical about the y-axis. That means whatever the graphs will be appear in the first coordinate, same graph will be appear in the second coordinate also. So from the graph you can easily find the domain and range. Here the domain is entire real number excluding the 0. That means if x equal to 0, y equal to infinity, that is not desirable. So you have to neglect the 0 or exclude the 0. So domain is r minus 0, and range is here you have observe very carefully that you cannot take the value 0, because if you will take y equal to 0, that means if you will take y equal to 0, then the value of x will be infinity, which is not desirable. So the range is, or y can take all the values which lies between 0 to infinity, but not 0 or not infinity. So the range is 0. This first bracket means excluding 0, and here the first bracket is also means excluding the 0. That means all the values of y that lies between 0 to infinity is from the range. And the last one is the irrational function. Any algebraic function which contains terms having non-integral rational power of x is an irrational function. What do you mean by non-integral rational power of x? That means, so if for example x equal to half, x equal to 2 to the power 5, these all are the irrational function. Y equal to x to the power half, y equal to x to the power 2 by 3, 2 by 5, these are the irrational function. This is a fx equal to x to the power half is a example of irrational function. So fx equal to square root of x is the portion of parabola y square equal to x which lies above the x-axis. So here is the graph y equal to square root of x. This straight line is the y equal to x. So these both straight line. That means suppose a question might appears. Find the number of solution of equation y equal to x and y equal to x to the power half. That means from by drawing the graph of these two equations, you can observe that these two equations, that is y equal to square root of x and y equal to x, cut each other at a point 1 1, that is at a coordinate 1 1. So x equal to 1, that is total. So two graphs intersect each other at 2 points, that is 0 and at 1. So the number of solution is 2, that is number of what is x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So the graph plays very important role in determining the number of solution. I will explain later the various problems that how you can find. So the range domain of this equation is entire positive real numbers including 0. Our range is entire positive real number including 0. Whatever I have given the concept about domain and range, you can apply here and you can easily see that. This is another irrational function x to the power 1 by 3. So this is a graph y equal to x cube. It is a cubic function, odd cubic function, and the graph is odd cubic function is symmetrical about the opposite coordinate, or that is the origin. And this is a graph of irrational function y equal to x to the power 1 by 3. So domain of this function is entire real number and entire range is also entire real number. You can easily see from the graph. Suppose the question comes that find the solution, number of solution of curve y equal to x cube and y equal to x to the power 1 by 3. So if you will solve from the traditional method, then you will get the answer. Of course you will get the answer, but it will take long time. So using the graphical method, you can easily draw the graph in 2 seconds and you can find the value. You can find that the two curve intersect each other at 3 points, and that points are This is the first point, this is the second point, and this is the third point. So there are three solutions of graphs. Thank you. Please like, comment and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you once again for watching us.